Dublin is a lively city full of history and amazing food. The streets are lined with centuries-old buildings that tell tales of the past, while the aroma of delicious food wafts through the air, inviting both locals and tourists to indulge in the city's culinary delights. The streets are busy with people, and you can hear laughter coming from cosy pubs. These pubs are the heart of Dublin's social life, where friends gather to share stories over a pint of Guinness, and the sound of traditional Irish music fills the air. The air smells like yummy stews and fresh bread. Street vendors offer a variety of treats, from freshly baked pastries to hearty stews that warm the soul. The markets are bustling with activity as people explore the diverse food stalls, eager to taste the flavours of Dublin. Tourists and locals visit trendy restaurants, excited to try all the tasty food. These eateries are known for their innovative dishes that blend traditional Irish ingredients with modern culinary techniques, creating a unique dining experience that leaves a lasting impression. But behind all this excitement, something bad is happening. In the shadows of Dublin's vibrant food scene, a darker story unfolds. Hidden from the cheerful crowds, there are alleyways where illicit activities take place, casting a shadow over the city's culinary reputation. A secret power struggle is going on, and it's hurting Dublin's restaurants. This clandestine battle involves powerful figures who seek to control the restaurant industry through intimidation and coercion, leaving many small business owners struggling to survive. This is the story of the Restaurant Mafia. These shadowy figures operate behind the scenes, using their influence to manipulate the market, driving out competition and ensuring their dominance over Dublin's food scene. It's a story about control, bullying, and the fight for the best food in Dublin. The Restaurant Mafia employs ruthless tactics to maintain their grip on the industry, from bullying chefs and restaurant owners to sabotaging competitors' businesses. People enjoying their dinner and a pint of Guinness don't know about the bad things happening behind the scenes. They are blissfully unaware of the power struggles and underhanded tactics that threaten the very establishments they love to frequent. They don't see the smaller restaurants being forced to close because they can't compete. These closures are not just the result of normal business challenges, but are often due to the relentless pressure and unfair practices imposed by the Restaurant Mafia. They don't know that some chefs are afraid to speak up. Fear of retribution keeps many from voicing their concerns, as they worry about the potential consequences of standing up to such powerful adversaries. It's time to show everyone what's really going on and expose the Restaurant Mafia. Through investigative journalism and the courage of those willing to speak out, the truth about this hidden menace can be brought to light, ensuring that Dublin's food scene remains vibrant and fair for all. The Restaurant Mafia might sound like something from a movie, but it's real in Dublin. This shadowy group operates behind the scenes, pulling strings and making moves that affect the entire restaurant industry in the city. Their influence is pervasive and their tactics are ruthless. This isn't about men in fancy suits making threats. It's about a network of individuals who have found a way to control the market through intimidation, manipulation, and sometimes even sabotage. They don't need to wear suits to be powerful. Their influence is felt in every corner of the restaurant scene. It's about a group of people in the restaurant business doing bad things to control everything. They form alliances, make secret deals, and use their power to push out competition. They have a stranglehold on suppliers, landlords, and even online review platforms. Their goal is simple: to dominate the market and eliminate any threats to their empire. They want to manipulate and silence anyone who competes with them so they can make more money. If a new restaurant shows promise, they swoop in to crush it before it can become a threat. They use underhanded tactics to ensure that only their establishments thrive, leaving little room for honest competition. Imagine a young chef who's excited to open their dream restaurant. They've spent years honing their skills, perfecting recipes, and saving every penny to make this dream a reality. The excitement is palpable as they prepare to open their doors to the public. They work hard, get loans, and spend all their money to make it special. Every detail is meticulously planned, from the menu to the decor. They hire staff, source ingredients, and pour their heart and soul into creating a unique dining experience. The anticipation builds as opening day approaches. But then things go wrong. The chef starts to notice strange occurrences. Suppliers suddenly raise their prices, making it difficult to maintain a budget. Deliveries are delayed or go missing altogether. The stress begins to mount as the chef struggles to keep everything on track. Suppliers charge them way too much money, saying they have deals with bigger restaurants. The chef is left with no choice but to pay the inflated prices or risk running out of essential ingredients. It's a lose-lose situation, and the financial strain starts to take its toll. Good locations are suddenly not available. Prime spots that were once within reach are now off-limits, snapped up by competitors with deeper pockets. The chef is forced to settle for a less desirable location, which impacts foot traffic and visibility. Bad reviews appear online out of nowhere. The chef is blindsided by a flood of negative feedback, much of it unfounded. These reviews tarnish the restaurant's reputation before it even has a chance to establish itself. The chef suspects foul play but has no way to prove it. This is what happens when you face the restaurant mafia. The chef's dream turns into a nightmare as they realize they're up against a powerful and invisible enemy. The joy and excitement of opening a new restaurant are replaced by fear and frustration. Hard work isn't enough when someone is trying to stop you. The chef's passion and dedication are no match for the underhanded tactics of the restaurant mafia. Despite their best efforts, the odds are stacked against them, and the dream of a successful restaurant slips further out of reach. The restaurant mafia is sneaky. Operating in the shadows, they have a tight grip on the restaurant industry in Dublin. Their influence is felt everywhere, from the bustling city centre to the quiet suburban streets. They control things in secret. Behind closed doors, deals are made that shape the fate of many restaurants. These clandestine meetings are where power is brokered and decisions are made that affect the entire food supply chain. One way they do this is by controlling suppliers. By having a monopoly on the supply chain, they ensure that only their favoured restaurants get the best and freshest ingredients. This control extends to every aspect of the supply process, from the farms to the delivery trucks. They make deals with food and drink companies so that smaller restaurants can't get what they need. These deals are often exclusive, leaving independent restaurant owners scrambling to find alternative sources. The frustration is palpable as they face empty shelves and dwindling supplies. This forces small businesses to pay more or find other suppliers, which is really hard. The increased costs can be crippling, and finding reliable alternative suppliers is a daunting task. Many small restaurant owners are left with no choice but to pay exorbitant prices or risk running out of essential ingredients. Another trick is controlling the best locations. Prime real estate is crucial for a restaurant's success, and the restaurant mafia knows this all too well. They use their financial power to secure the most desirable spots, often outbidding legitimate business owners. Popular areas are important for restaurants. High foot traffic and visibility can make or break a restaurant. And the restaurant mafia ensures that their establishments are always in the best locations. This gives them a significant advantage over smaller competitors. The restaurant mafia has lots of money and makes secret deals to get these locations. Their deep pockets allow them to make offers that property owners can't refuse, securing prime spots for their own ventures. These secret deals often leave other restaurateurs in the dark, unaware of the true competition they face. This leaves smaller restaurants with less popular spots, making it hard to get customers. Without the advantage of a prime location, these businesses struggle to attract diners. The lack of foot traffic and visibility can be devastating, leading to empty tables and financial hardship. The restaurant mafia isn't just a story, it hurts real people. Think about Sarah, a baker who opened a small bakery in Dublin. Her business was doing great until a big restaurant group opened a similar bakery nearby. Suddenly, Sarah couldn't get supplies. Her customers went to the other bakery because of big discounts, and bad reviews appeared online. Sarah had to close her bakery. This is just one example of how the restaurant mafia hurts hard-working people. The restaurant mafia does more than just control restaurants. They also launder money. Restaurants handle lots of cash, making them a good way to hide illegal money. Criminals invest in restaurants to make their dirty money look clean. These restaurants might look empty, but they stay open for years because they lie about how much money they make. This hurts honest businesses and is bad for Dublin. The restaurant mafia is very secretive and uses intimidation. Sometimes, though, secrets come out and there are big scandals. Recently, some famous restaurant groups have been accused of not paying taxes, lying, and even working with organized crime. These cases take a long time because of legal issues and secret agreements, but they show us how big the problem is. The stories are shocking. Fake records, treating workers badly, and even threats of violence. These scandals remind us of the bad things happening in Dublin's restaurants. The restaurant mafia hurts more than just chefs and restaurant owners. It hurts people who eat out too. When a few people control everything, there isn't much variety. Independent restaurants with unique food have a hard time surviving. This means we have fewer choices, higher prices, and less exciting food. Dublin's food scene is becoming less interesting and more corporate. We can fight back against the restaurant mafia. The police need to investigate illegal activities like money laundering, tax evasion, and intimidation. Better rules and oversight of the restaurant industry can help create fair competition, but we all need to help. Dublin's food scene depends on what we choose to eat. Next time you go out to eat, try somewhere new. Look for the independent restaurants that make food with passion. Ask where your food comes from. Support businesses that treat their workers fairly and help create a better food system. Dublin's food scene is at a turning point. We need to be aware, take action, and support the people fighting for a better food future. Let's make Dublin's food scene great again, one bite at a time.